Hey guys, so I'm going to get right onto it right away because there's so much information out there that we need to know, like top supplements for the non-BS diet or lifestyle or the keto lifestyle. So basically, I've kind of mentioned my top supplementation before, post-workout, but my number one is sleep. You think I'm a cheese ball? Well, I am. I don't have balls, but I am definitely cheesy. But no, actually I'm not, because I stopped eating cheese. It's got too much casein in it. Okay, so basically, sleep is my number one suggestion for post-workout. That's my number one supplementation is sleep. And I've said it in videos before, you guys don't listen. You're like, oh, what's wrong? I mean, people think that if they go and take their BCAAs and their glutamine and their creatine and all this stuff, that these are all great recovery. Alpha lipoic acid, like, oh, these are all great recovery, supplementation. High antioxidants. But really, you want your own natural production of glutathione, I must say. But really, the way to boost your glutathione, number one, is sleep. Don't believe me? See, because we are connected to the light, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's a blue light and affects our hormonal production. We've got sensory in our cells and in our eyes that tell us when the light shift is happening. So around that 2 o'clock window, melatonin starts creeping up, and that's what helps you get to sleep. It starts going ding, 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 and it starts to go up, right? And cortisol rhythm from the morning start going up to wake you up and make you super spry and alive. But then there's a shift in the afternoon. So now cortisol is starting to like down-regulate, melatonin is starting to go up. So when you go into the evening, when the light changes and your skin can sense it, because daylight, that's a lot of light coming out this way. If I were to block all the windows, it would be dark. So you see, this is a lot of light. And so therefore, my hormones are affected by this daylight, this blue light, hormonal production. So my cortisol is going and it's waking up all my systems and it's getting me to be freaking fantastic and feeling fabulous. I know. Glycogen. I'm not using any stored glycogen. Obviously, this is the non-BS diet, otherwise known as the keto diet, where, again, I'm going to reiterate some of the same things I've said before. So these are for some newbies and a little bit of the old bees to come in, where you get your brain to understand units of fat rather than to be glucose dependent, because I did a video before about the thyroid, which is so damn interesting because things are all in, like everything is connected. The inflammation in your joints, the inflammation in your gut, the clogged up bowels, the liver, the downregulation of the bacteria. All of these things are relevant to what? Your post-workout recovery. So you're taking all these external supplements that have been processed, mind you, that can create free radical damage in hopes to recover and to push your amino acids, your protein into the cell so your muscles can grow, right? Because you don't want to be catabolic, because that's defeating the purpose. Your muscles are over breaking down to then give back what it's missing, which is stored glycogen. But when you're in a state of ketosis, you don't use glycogen, you use ketones. Ketones are hard to access, you guys. Yeah? Now, if we were born in a tribe, in a village, then it would be easy to access because we don't become, at that point, in that type of a world where you're hunter-gatherer going for the organ meats, we are not glucose dependent. So then at that point, our brains and our bodies know how to use the units of fat. When there's feasting, when there's game to hunt, yeah, when there's no famine, our body will let go of its fat. I've said this before in other videos, you guys. Your body holds on to fat like this. But we don't need muscle. We don't need it. Your body's going to break down amino acids to fuel your body when it thinks it's starving. And even though we're living in the modern time, Our bodies don't know that at all. At all, you guys. That's why I'm talking about a few minutes back about getting in contact with your circadian rhythm, because that's the number one way. That's the number one supplementation if you want to let go of your body fat. And that's if you're on the non-BS diet or not. If you're still a carb burner, you still have to train your body to not think it's in a constant and chronic state of stress where it just wants to hold on to that fat, because anything can stress the body out. Thoughts, lack of sleep, overtraining, disease, bacteria, blood sugar dysregulation, dysbiosis of the gut. All of these things can make the body go, oh my God, stress, famine's coming, I'm dying, let's hold on to the fat, because that's our emergency fuel source. Muscle is not our emergency fuel source. Yeah, we're going to dump that first. Why do you think bodybuilders are freaking out to constantly worry about losing their muscle mass? Yeah? Because their body needs to be replenished with glycogen when you are a carb-dependent burner. But I'm not. I'm fat adapted. So my body goes, well, on no cardio, you guys. None. I don't do cardio, so I'm not trying to, well, which is really sucky, because if you're a fat burner, sorry, I digress. If you are a sugar burner and you try to do cardio, what happens? You start to be catabolic. Your body starts to rip down amino acids to fuel your brain, to fuel your Krebs cycle, to fuel your cells, to replenish glycogen storages. So you're catabolic. So then you're like, when you're constantly, your body's under stress, your sex hormones go down. So that totally defeats the purpose of your workouts, because now you're not gaining muscle. Yeah, you might get a little leaner because your body's going to burn a little fat as it's eating up your muscle and your bone marrow and your skin and your sex hormones. And now your testosterone is going down the toilet. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying. So, what you want to be is in an anabolic state. Boom! This is the business. Yeah, I'm always showing it in every video. For the new people who come in and they're like, what's up with this crazy chick? And I'm like, well, I'm soon turning 47 and my supplements, it's getting my electrolyte balance, my potassium, my magnesium, but really my sodium post-workout and sleep. Obviously, if I get the right nutrition. So this is what it's like to be this lean on zero cardio, because I'm not going to be in a catabolic state. Yeah, our hunter-gatherers weren't like, oh, let's do some running on no food. They're like, they would think that's stupid. They would conserve their energy because they were smart. That's why disease was not rampant then, and autoimmune disorders like thyroid disease were not rampant then. Rampid. Hello. Hello. Alright, okay, basically, so let's get down to it. So the best supplementation is what? What? Sauerkraut! That's my post-workout supplementation. Because we have to repopulate the gut, the bowel, the large intestine. Because those bacteria, they're downregulated through stress, through antibiotics, which are freaking worst. Yo, I would have to be like septic and poisoned and dying to use another antibiotic again. I will never use that stuff again. That stuff is dangerous. It downregulates your immune system, which is here. Your immune system isn't in your heart or in your brain. It's here. People who've got chronic constipation, you really need to get worried. Like, big time. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's toxic. Don't believe me? Check out how you feel. Oh, wait, I digress. Oh my God, you don't know how to feel good anymore because you're constantly tired. Yeah? I'll be talking to young guys in the gym, and they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're young. You should have energy. But you don't, because you have low gut bacteria. So, where are we? Okay. So, my other top supplementation for post-workout is to change your mind. Change the way you think. All the doubts, all of that is connected to the way your body repairs itself. Think I'm a tree-hugging, granola-cracking hippie? I don't even eat granola because it's not keto safe. No. Yeah, so you have to change the way you think. People are never happy with their bodies. And then they go to the gym and then what? They overtrain. So another top post-workout is during your workout, don't overtrain. Be smart with your workouts. What does that mean? So you're trying to create hypertrophy, right? You want to explode the muscle fiber. So when you rest, it'll grow. But then you've got to worry about being catabolic. And then you take the whey protein and your BCAAs. Like, seriously, that doesn't make any sense. You ever see, like, the National Geographic and you see these old men in different cultures and they're shredded? And they don't have any of this supplementation at all. You have to get in contact with your body because you're so busy and you're on your cell phone and you get home and you watch TV and you're constantly distracted. You forgot to check in with what? What? Your own body. Don't believe me? Look at it. Your body is a representation of yourself, your personality. And if you're distracted, your body's going to be distracted from what? Distracted from muscle gains, from lean body mass gains, to be healthy. So another supplementation is what? A liver detox and a colon detox, naturally. In a healthy way, like meaning like don't do a colonic. Like choose cruciferous vegetables to the roughage to like feed the prebiotic, use it as a prebiotic to balance your probiotic and to help cleanse, but not too much. We don't want to overdo fiber. I don't want you to be like eating like raw freaking, don't do like the raw diet where you're just like eating tons of raw food. You can like, if you want to stay raw, some might cook it. So you cook down just a little bit of the fiber, the cellulose. Yeah. Before I overtalk myself, as I often always do, I would get a great source of omega-3s from what? From salmon! From sardines! From krill oil! Can I talk? Krill oil! What else? From flax? Well, you know, the stuff starts to down-regulate and go rancid as soon as they press it into an oil. So, I don't know. Other sources of omega-3 from eggs! Pastured eggs. And, organic. Free range to like walk around and have healthy bodies. So, my next #1 tip is to avoid GMO foods like corn. So sometimes my supplementation is just your thoughts on stuff to eliminate out of your diet so your body can repair itself. But oh yeah, I forgot to say before I go, I really think that you guys need to focus on the way you work out. It's not, I keep seeing people doing this P90X style workout or like HIIT training, but they don't do the HIIT training in the right way. Well, they'll go and spaz around the gym, and then they'll spaz around the gym some more, and then they'll spaz around the gym doing spazzy stuff, and they're just constantly in a catabolic state. And a lot of people of them, during cold and flu season, boom, get hit with something, and their immune system is so downregulated that they can't fight off the germs and bacteria that enter their bodies. So you want to take freaking breaks, you guys. HIIT training should be 30 seconds followed by a 2-minute break. Do you think that you're going to grow big muscle if you're spazzing for like an hour workout on the treadmill doing the Stairmaster for 40 minutes? Thinking that's the only way you can burn fat? Why the hell am I so lean on no cardio? Question it, you guys. Okay, that's it. If you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. Obviously, I Keto Coach, which is a lame phrase, but you guys get it. I help you with everything. Your workouts, your macros, and fixing all of your systems so they unclog thyroid, adrenals, sex hormones. Boom! Lifestyle, way of thinking. Okay. Oh, go to my Facebook too. It's Stephanie the Business Person. Peace out.